Hello, I'm Battlescar1313, and today I platinumed Resident Evil 4 Remake. And it was a long time coming. I've got the platinum for Resident Evil 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, Revelations 1 and 2.
Somehow I made it out.
And there was only Resident Evil 4 for the PS4, and it did not have a platinum trophy. However, I did end up getting all the trophies in that game. There was no platinum. So this was a very big deal in my eyes, because from what I've heard, we're getting Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil Code Veronica as remakes next. And Resident Evil 9 Requiem is out now, and you can buy it. The other stuff is just hearsay, but it would be cool to see those two games be remade.
It can be different.
But focusing back on Resident Evil 4, it was a interesting and adventurous ride. I followed Professor Burke's YouTube guide for it, which was awesome, and I would thank him enough. Like, he's done good.
So tell me, Yankee.
Nice and simple and easy to understand. But it took a total of 4 playthroughs in this method, and the last one, there's an option. You can do Professional S Plus, where you have 15 or less manual saves, and then you have 2 modes, Standard and Hardcore. I went and did the Standard and Hardcore separately because I did not think I'd be able to do Professional mode in time, stuff like that, with the amount of saves you get. So that's still one thing I have to do. So on my OP playthrough, I can't use infinite ammo with the cat ears. I have to find a way to do either Professional mode or see if it's unlocked in Mercenaries or something. Don't know yet. However, I do have all the guns and everything saved on one slot. And in the beginning, I just kept on following his guide, and it took me 5 playthroughs to platinum this game. 2 playthroughs at the end, just yeah, give 2 trophies. I had to play 2 full playthroughs. But here was an interesting spot, because right here I got a pretty cool trophy by parrying chainsaw right here. That was really cool. I didn't expect this to be my first trophy, but there it is. Next, we have an interesting scene. I think this is to get the first of the more annoying Resident Evil quests that I see, because the one that always haunts me is the documents. Like, the documents and the little BSA emblems, or little Mr. Raccoons, whatever they are, those things are heavy in my mind. Okay, I'm not good at Resident Evil scavenger hunts. I'd admit that. Hey, I have to use a guide in almost every Resident Evil game I play because I'm not really that good at it. When I think I am, I'll go ahead and give it a try, because the trophy list does tell you somewhat how to play the game. But if you've watched videos on Resident Evil 4, it's not easy to do it in the 2 playthroughs that the minimum way would be able to do it. So I just got the quest done, and then there's this awful fight. No matter how much you've leveled up and prepared your weapons, this fight right here is breaking the rules on anything. And there's a little achievement. It's not a trophy, but there is a thing where you can kill this thing, this sea creature, without ever missing a harpoon, which is pretty hard in my eyes, and I haven't gotten that yet.
Time is money, mate.
Here I get a trophy for upgrading a gun or a weapon. In this case, a knife. Oh no, wait! I think I tuned up the pistol here. Yeah. So that was the first of my upgrading weapons. And yeah, it was something I have to do still yet, is fully upgrade all the weapons, because that might be a way around the cat ear hoods if I can get some more infinite ammos. I know the Chicago Sweeper, also known as the Chicago Typewriter, that is an infinite ammo weapon once you get its upgrade. So they all work like that. There's a way around the cat ear hood thing that I can do. The problem is you don't really get that much gold. You'll get like 2 or 3 million gold, or pesetas in this game, per playthrough. And that's collecting like everything and not really spending much on the market at all until you're updating your guns. It might be worthwhile. It might be something I get into. This fight was awesome. I remember on the original, you could down it with like a single frag grenade.
I'm not gonna turn into one of them, right?
This was the moment of truth right here. This was the moment where either I have to start the whole game over and try and get this one trophy, or I get the trophy right now and I'm good to go. So I shot the treasure here down. I got the trophy, so I was relieved. I can continue on with my first playthrough. Alright, this is where a lot of people say it goes straight up Final Fantasy on you.
Give me a break already.
It kind of does with the castle. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like, look at this. I mean, this is a canon and stuff. It's not Final Fantasy. It's Resident Evil. And yeah, I mean, a game's a game, but it does go straight up into like one of those legendary moments, because here I had to kill this thing without using any weapons but a knife. I had to kill it with a knife only. So if somebody just is a casual player and they go to fight this thing, most likely they're not going to kill it with a knife, and it'd miss this trophy completely. But like I said, I always look at the trophy list. That way I at least know what I have to do. And if it looks like it's too much, like in this case, I just look up a guide and see how they did it. It never hurts. Now, this is the game that I broke my rule. When I buy a video game, I don't look at any source materials on the internet. I actually get my money's worth, and then I'll like look up stuff that I might have missed. But when it comes to the like platinums, yeah, you're better off looking it up and seeing how other people did it if you're completely stuck at it. And with Resident Evil 4, I have this old thing with the documents, like I said. And the thing is like, I can miss one document in one of the Resident Evils, and I have to do the entire playthrough over again. That's how bad Resident Evil has scarred me in the past. So when I got Resident Evil 4 Remake, and I looked at the trophy list, I didn't want to miss the trophy, and I had to restart. So that was my reasoning. Here we get another trophy just for defeating another boss. And we're done with the castle at this moment. Going through here, I was surprised I didn't get hit by anything, even though it looks like I should have. And there is a few things that I still want to do in Resident Evil 4 Remake. I want to get more emblems and charms, and I've gotten a lot of the weapon cases, but I still need like 1 or 2 more playthroughs to get it to the ready. So one thing I really liked was Ashley in this game. It's because in the original I had to fill up her health bar and she'd still get injured real fast, like even with a full leveled up health bar. So having her the way they had it, where she's not so much of a kid, and yeah, she can take damage, she can do this, she can do that, but it's actually not that bad. It really isn't. So here I was wondering what to do with the shooting thing, and I nearly had my mind leave my head, because I hate being told what to do in these games. We're pretty much like telling you what to do, and now I can get through them real fast on a single playthrough. I've done the mandatory trophy hunting, and then I found 1 or 2 playthroughs where I did this for fun. It's the trophy you get for shooting, I think, 5 or more targets. And yeah. What else can I say? Yeah, so Ashley does not have a health bar, and she gets the knight armor, which literally makes her, I think, invincible to like the whole scenario. Because enemies will drop her when they grab her immediately. She can't be hit by the infinite rocket launcher or any weapon at all that I know of. If you put on sunglasses, I think she's immune to flash grenades. So this is the final boss. This is the moment where you win. Ada, she's got separate ways. I'd suggest purchasing the DLC. I already kind of know what it's like because I played the original 4, and I think that separate ways is just a part of that. I could be wrong. There's been a few times when I got to play as Ada. I might be thinking of Resident Evil 2 actually, but she's there in the sewer. But right here, there's a few things to say about Leon. He's in Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 9, and his story is even included in the movies. So, if you want to know the whole story of Leon, you have to watch the movies, the animated movies, the ones that Capcom officially did. Like, those things are part of the Resident Evil story. They are not, separate or reimagination of it. They're actually part of Resident Evil timeline. So that was my first playthrough. I got smooth escape. That was for not damaging that water bike. We got the Minimalist trophy. Of course, I was using Professor Burke's guide, so a lot of these trophies are going to be exactly like him. One thing you'll notice is that I didn't get the trophy for getting everything in the island. So I had a lot of time play on this because I was checking it around and so like that. A way to minimize your time is to press the pause button instead of the inventory button. If you press pause, the game will stop. Here I sold a lot of my treasure, and that would net me, I think, the trophy for getting over 100,000 pesetas for an item. So I got 870. That gave me enough to get the infinite rocket launcher, and with the charms that I had, I was able to get, I think it's 20% off the rocket launcher, or maybe it's 40%. I forget what it was. I think I paid 1,600,000 pesetas for it. On a New Game Plus, that is. So that's another thing. So this is my second playthrough. This is where I was able to do trophies that I couldn't do in my first, like kill this being, which if you want to make a mod where all the enemies are that being, that creature, I'd try it. If I got an infinite rocket launcher, I mean, because those creatures are cool. I got the Sprinter trophy for completing the game in under a small amount of hours. I think it's under 5 hours. We'll be able to see my results quite often because, yeah, some of the trophies were popped just because the route that I took was from going from assisted to professional. So when I got done with my professional, you're going to see all these ones that are reappearing. They look exactly the same, but they are indeed a different trophy. It's for completing standard with a rank or higher, defeating hardcore, and then defeating hardcore with an A rank or higher, and then also the professional one. And with the S rank on that, yeah, that's literally what happened just here. And that's why it all looks the same. So there was, at least 4 trophies that were popped right after one another.
Just impeccable.
And this is doing the least amount of playthroughs too. If you wanted the most amount of playthroughs, that'd be something else. I mean, so here we go. One more. Peerless Agent. It's a gold trophy. I was really excited on my second playthrough. It was a professional mode. I had the infinite rocket launcher, and I've seen worse. I've seen worse because Resident
Just
Evil's putting me through
impeccable.
states of moments where I had to spend days trying to combat a challenge. So this one escaped me for the longest time, but once I had the rocket launcher, I was like, yeah, I think I can get up this. The goal is not to have an enemy fall or jump onto your elevator. So kill them as you see them, because if not, you'll miss out on this trophy completely. And yeah, this Resident Evil 4, I think all Resident Evils are made for speedrunning. So here I finally get the burglar trophy. I think I'm on assisted difficulty as well again, because I got done with my professional. So I had to do this one without talking to the merchant, and you can see me squatting up and down like I just did something, and then I get hit. But that was for collecting all the treasures on an island. And this is the Fugilist. I did it without healing, and then yeah, I got another one. So the Fugilist is the one without healing, and then the other one's without talking to the merchant. That's the route.
Excellent job.
So this will be another trend trophy. Like I said, they're not all different because I was trying to knock as many of them out as possible. Silent Stranger. It's for completing the whole game without ever talking to the merchant. And I don't know if the merchant is voiced by Leon's voice actor in this game. In the original game, Leon and the merchants shared the same voice acting.
Excellent.
So that's some trivia that I want to look up and yeah, figure it out and see what exactly could be going on there. But here I am. What's this trophy? A masterpiece. I think this is for getting the exclusive upgrades. Right here is where I was just spending my Mercedes to own stuff in the game.
This kind of that's about all I
So yeah,
can
this
do
is for
this
fully
one.
upgrading my knife.
It doesn't get any better.
So I still have to do that
It's
to
a
every weapon in the
veritable
game,
work of art.
even though I nearly own every weapon in the game on this file. But that didn't mean nothing compared to what's coming up right now. I have to spend the next 2 playthroughs of this. I think it's the next 2 playthroughs. I don't think I get that many trophies in my last one at all. I just did hardcore, and I did get a couple trophies on that. Like you'll see me blind some crows here. When you defeat 3 enemies, you get a little trophy. This is for the flash grenade. Crows in this game die from flash grenades, so that's a useful tip. I already threw it before I paused it and showed you the condition. And here's how fast it worked. It just gave me the trophy right away. So there was that one. And then you talk too much, main story. I think what I had to do was throw a grenade in this boss's mouth. So again, I do like to thank Professor Burke, if he ever watches this, for helping me through Resident Evil 4 Remake. Because I skipped all cutscenes until now, and when I do my OP playthrough, I want to have everything leveled up, and I don't want to have to worry about the platinum. And I do have all of the treasure maps now, so I can see all of that. And I do want to end up buying the DLC because I do support Capcom and Resident Evil as much as I can.
Took care of her. Good stuff, stranger.
I say it's my
Got some
second
rare
favorite
things on
gaming
sale, stranger.
Yeah, my favorite top like two favorite gaming franchises. All-time favorites Final Fantasy, but then Resident Evil. So here we go. This is one more.
You really are the
We got
best.
Hardcore S Plus, and then I went and did the standard Hardcore. Well, no, just standard S Plus, and that got me my platinum trophy. So thank you all for watching it, and it was pretty interesting. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Have a good day, everyone.
You really are the best.